Alright, it's still not running right. It's still popping. But you hear this side is pretty nice and quiet. And over here, there's a bad clicking sound right there. I wonder if that valve isn't set right. So now I'm on the valves. The way it sounds is, given the amount of clicking that's happening right there, that I think that maybe my valve isn't opening up far enough or closing all the way. I didn't get shocked as much when I pulled the cap off, but yeah, it's still not running. That pipe's still cold, relatively, warm because the motor was running, but it's still cold. Oh, this is fucking killing me. Killing me. Alright, I guess I'm gonna pop these open and see what they look like in there, because that clanking was kind of shitty. Okay, so walking in the garage, went out and got my camera. I decided to go over some of this. Got the manual, it says remove the 20 Allen bolts from the head. Oh yeah, by the way, I discovered that cylinder number 4 had absolutely no compression. Like I even tried pouring some oil in it, using the starter, then doing the compression test again. I already had the carbs off at that point, and you could get pressure on the other cylinders, but you got absolutely nothing on number 4. So either the valves aren't closing. My buddy, he works on bikes. He says either a valve isn't sealing all the way, so it could be like cracked or chipped or not closing all the way or bent, or that cylinder, just that cylinder is fucked in some way. So I'm taking apart the head. You can work. Apparently, it says in here back in the manual page, whatever. Service in the frame, cylinder head and camshaft, cylinder and pistons. You can do all that while it's in the frame. So take apart, take off the carbs, take off the tank, all that bullshit. Take out 20 bolts. I got 20, counted them, 20 bolts. Then take out the 2 Allen bolts that hold in the cam chain tensioner. That popped off pretty easy. Fucked up the seal on it. It was leaking out of there anyway. I see a lot of videos with guys that they got these bikes and the people like plugged up the hole because it was leaking oil out of there. Probably because there's a seal in there that goes bad. I might upgrade to like the new one. I don't know why. The new one's like way simpler. I guess it doesn't have a spring on it. I don't know. And then remove the ignition cover. Done. Already done. My headlamp. Done. And align it to the T-mark. Top dead center, I can see that this one is up. I've got it exactly on the final T-mark. You know that you're on the right one because these right here move. They move. And I heard that there's 2 little markers on there. This one right here was a little bit off, but I started to take off the bolts on that, and it moved it back, because I think it was just the tensioner, when it was on, it was good. So that's how I know to get it right. These right here are all individually marked, 1, 2, whatever, E1, E2, exhaust, I, 1, 2, so you can't fuck those up and you can't get the direction wrong. It'll be easy. I hope that I don't get them wrong, so I'm making this video pretty thorough just from my own reasoning. Knowing which way to put this head on is actually pretty easy. There's a little where the hell is it? This little thing right here that covers up the little empty hole spot in there that serves absolutely no purpose. So that's how you know which direction to put it on, because it's pretty symmetrical. But I gotta remember that the cam is sticking up a little bit in. Then this one right here is over. That one's over a little bit. And then as I go over, this one right here will be up a little bit. That one right there will be down a little bit. That one right there will be down almost all the way. And that one right there will be down almost all the way. Because, you know, these are doing opposite things, but they both fire at the same time. So I guess it's like swoop, taking gas, go around, swoop, taking gas, go around, boom. You know, or yeah, you know, boom at the same time, or boom at the same time when there's no gas in one, or something like that. I forget exactly how it works, but I know they fire both at the same fucking time. Or the ignition is. Maybe it ignites when there isn't any gas in it at one point. I'm not sure. And then it says to remove the 2 exposed cam chain whatevers, cam chain sprocket bolts. Those are those 2 over there. Go and check this out. Hoping someday this will help people out. I did a pretty good job of getting all this crap up out of here just to give myself exactly enough room. I'm not gonna take off the clutch. That was one bolt. That was another bolt. I stuck a long friggin' bolt right into there just to hold it as I was reefing on it, because it moved it. And that was when I said straighten out that hole that was over there, the little dot mark that lined it up. And I did the same thing over here so that it didn't move. But now it's a little confusing how it says, how it words it, but I think I'm okay. It says, after I move those bolts, rotate the engine 180 degrees clockwise, because this motor, you know, it's like one of the only Yamaha motors, or after, it said, somewhere I read, it said, in opposition of, you know, former motors that they used to make, this one right here rotates clockwise instead of counterclockwise, or whatever. And remove the 2 remaining sprocket bolts. Do not rotate either cam. Maybe they're telling me that, like, after I remove it, don't rotate the cam. I'm not sure why. I don't know. But it says severe damage can be caused to the cams, valves, cylinder head, and pistons if the cams are rotated after the sprocket bolts have been removed. That's kind of scary. So why would I rotate the engine? But the bolt, not the other bolt, has been removed yet. So, but it goes through a bunch of other stuff, and I'll go through it later. This next thing is going to say slide the sprockets to the right and off the cam shoulders. I'm guessing that they go that way, you know. They're going to go like this over to here. And yeah, I'll go over this stuff later after I clear it up. So I don't know how well this is going to focus, and I may just drop the camera and give up, but right here I got that bolt in there, and I rotated the motor 180 degrees, and I'm going to get that other cam chain bolt out.
Committed multiple bank robberies, car thefts, and things I can't even talk about.
And here you're consuming a Schedule I drug.
Controlled substance, yes, from a guy that I met in a federal prison who got it into the country.
This is a pretty interesting thing I'm listening to. Don't rotate the cams now. That's what it said. Don't rotate the fucking cams.
And now I'm confronted with the other side right
I don't even know if this thing is focusing so close. I think it can focus pretty close.
What a jerk I had been for over 30-some years, thinking I knew what the hell I was doing.
So you started making ayahuasca to yourself and invited others to come get healed.
Well, you gotta realize after that experience
too bad.
I was on fire to learn how to brew this. And I wanted to bring this to
Don't rotate
America.
the cams.
You know, I didn't think it should
I don't
be
think they
held
can
back
rotate
for
at this
just
point.
rich people who could afford a
I
plane
mean,
ticket to South America.
as soon as I unhook the chain, they're not
Bring in
going
Cynthia
anywhere.
Childs, the producer of Kentucky
Or
Ayahuasca, and she joins
maybe
us
they
on
don't want you to
Info
rotate them
West.
until you
Cynthia,
get them
how
out.
did you find out about setting you up and using ayahuasca?
We were interested in developing a show in the ayahuasca space.
They're completely free. I'm still not too afraid yet. I don't know why it's so scary. So I'm gonna take those and get them like a little baggie. I got a shit ton of these little baggies from work. Shh, I didn't get them from work. I found them on the side of the road. You know, it's always a nice way to sort things out. And I'm gonna place the cams inside there. But it says, let's see, move the nuts, flat washers, and bearing caps. The bearing caps must be loosened and then removed, working from the center toward the outside. I've heard guys make these videos and they don't even like, he's cool, you know. His wife was really funny, but they go from 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. There's 5 of those caps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, said 3, 4, 2, 5, 5, 1. So you're going 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. 3, 4, 2, 5, 1. That's why you're going to loosen them up and then take them off. I'm assuming. So, I'm going to get working on that. I don't need to video all this. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 5, 1. Bearing caps are numbered. There, that's how they say it. And, so, my wife just got home, so I'm gonna have to call it in pretty soon. But, oh, there's like a little dowel that holds that one in. I didn't realize that. These ones right here got little dowels. And I'm not trying to mess it up or anything. And it looks like, you know, I don't think the cams turned. They sort of adjusted themselves. I saw them turn slightly, but I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's gonna happen, you know, if you're pulling this shit off. I'm gonna set this fucker down.
Somehow it's always immigrants in here. We're a big, happy family from all over the world, and the customers also. It's not all the.
They're all looking pretty good. All the insides of these so far look pretty good. Smear of mustard on that. Yeah, that's funny.
Absolutely, and I have been in passes also, and it's a great sandwich, but I think ours is better.
Frank Silva, the general manager at Schwartz's in Montreal. I know it's a little early, but happy birthday to all of you, and thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, I know what I want to eat for Thanksgiving. The $1.09 special ended this afternoon, though. I will pay top dollar for Schwartz's. From the Nan and Bill Harris studios.
Yeah, oh nice.
Marco Werman, back with you.
Really nice. Alright, so these bearing sleeves, or whatever they call them, are pretty good. Here, I got 2 more on the other side.
Supported in part by the SC Group, whose charitable resources include FJC, a foundation of donor-advised funds at fjc.org. The Skoll Foundation, partnering with social entrepreneurs and other innovators to confront the world's most pressing
It was a little tight on a few of them. I think it was just because those 2 in the middle had dowels on them.
The RI 2020 donors, including the Rose Family Fund, investing in
This one's
risk-taking.
a little tighter than tight.
Collaborative, powering a network of innovators tackling threats related to nuclear weapons. Learn more at nsquare.org. And from the philanthropic foundation Carnegie Corporation of New York, supporting innovations in
There we go.
education, democratic engagement,
There we go.
and advancement of
Also,
international peace and
really
security
nice and smooth, all those.
Carnegie.org.
So, I got the rod in there just in case I moved it and dropped the chain, but I guess now you just slide them out. I got a nicer bag for all these. They're all numbered and labeled so you don't fucking put them in the wrong spot in the box. Anybody want an airbox? I definitely don't think I need it. I'm probably gonna put it on eBay.
Accumulating 2 to 3 inches in the
Let's see what it takes to get these. I need to get a tripod. I need to get a third fucking hand too. No wait, this thing right here isn't gonna come off. Lift out the cam.
From WHYY in Philadelphia, I'm Terry Gross with Fresh Air. Today climbing a 3,000-foot sheer rock face in Yosemite that was long thought impossible to ascend. We talked with climbers Tommy Caldwell and Kevin Jorgensen about their historic journey up the Dawn Wall.
And it fell.
Caldwell spent a year surveying the wall.
I gathered a bunch of rope
Right
and
there.
I walked to the top of the wall, and then I would rappel down hanging from the rope and swing back.
That's
and
how it
forth
was.
and analyze the surface of the rock, run my fingers over
There
it,
we go.
feel all the holds, trying to unlock
Sucker
this
popped right out of there.
complicated,
Right in that.
Caldwell's
Right
initial
there.
ascent with partner Jorgensen is chronicled in the new documentary.
Alright, I gotta put the camera down. This thing working out so well. I think they're gonna come out okay. We're gonna see. There's a lot of oil over in that one over there. Well, there's oil in all these because that's the way the engine sits. But there's a lot of oil down in this one over here. Shit. Probably because I zhuzhed it with the oil in there, in that cylinder. I don't know if that made a difference. Need no compression to push it up in there anyway. So, we'll see how this goes. Back into the garage again. Okay, so I snagged a little suction cup to remove the valves, because in the book here it said, where's the funny little picture? Yeah, see the cute little picture of the guy with the squishy fingers, a little valve pull plunger thing. You see a good suction cup. So I've already gotten one out, but what I'm doing is I'm just clean off a little bit of the headlamp on, clean off a little bit of the oil, just so the surface is sort of clean. And I got an egg carton like it says, and labeled them intake. That'd be a mistake. Oh, wait a minute. E? Yeah. Oops. Intake, exhaust. Intake, exhaust. So, just, it works pretty good actually. I was surprised. But they slide around and they're really loosely. You can just spin them around with your finger. The one I got out was easy. Yep. There you go. And exhaust. Clean off. So I'm going to pull them all out. Now you can see I've got it exposed there. Now I heard about those little wrap tap tools. You can pop them out. You got to like throw a string down in there after you move the cylinder head down. So I forget how that stops the valve from popping out or falling down into the cylinder head, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remove this because I need to inspect that bottom side of that one valve number 4 over there, because I think that's my shit right over there. So I'm going to do the full head upper head removal. It's not too scary. You got the 14 bolts, the 2 over here, and one over here, and then there's 12 at the top. You know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I thought there was 14. Maybe there's more. Oh, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And the union. And then they said that you can pry between here with a screwdriver. That's okay. And don't hit really hard with a rubber mallet because you don't want to break fins. It'd look really shitty. It's such a beautiful motor, you don't want to fuck it up. Oh yeah, and I got to remove the exhaust, so I got some work ahead of me. But I just want to show how to use the suction cups to get them out, just like it says in the book. Alright, talk to you. Back into the garage again. And for your information, it is fucking cold in here. I mean, I think tomorrow's supposed to be about 17 degrees or some shit like that. So I'm gonna turn on the heater. And yeah, it's the day before Thanksgiving. Check it out. There's a turkey on the hawk. There's a turkey on the hawk. That's my night hawk. I just dressed up the turkey. My wife doesn't really know how to do that, but I wanted to go over this. I started to get into removing the head with the valves in it. I've already taken out the oh, what are they? Those things. Yeah, I showed you that my suction cup worked, and I got them all in there nice and neat. They all look beautiful. I'm probably gonna have to change a few of the shims because, you know, after I take out, if I'm gonna bother to take out the valves, I'm probably gonna hone them and lap them or whatever. I watched some videos of that with the guys going and cleaning them, and it's pretty neat. I like the idea of getting everything really spick and span. I mean, I'm taking it apart anyway. I might as well fucking do it. But I think that's going to change the height because it's going to connect differently. And I think that's what the whole point of shimming it is, to make it like exactly the same. But I'm working on removing the bolts, and I just wanted to watch you, or I wanted you to have me watch me struggle. I already did 1. I already did 2. I just started cracking open 3, and then next I'm going to go on to 4. So that's like on the bike. It goes 1, 2, 3. This one right here is, yeah, 3's broken loose. So I'm gonna let you watch me struggle on number 4, because damn, these things are a little rusty. A little rusty. I don't know how to put this in here. Whoa. Put it like right here. Hopefully it won't. I don't want it to fall on the floor. Alright, you're gonna get the full frontal. And I'm really making sure, because these ones in here are a little rugged. I'm making sure it's damn well seated on there. It's a 14mm, by the way. But I'm gonna put some force on it. Yeah, it sounds terrible. Whew. Oh my gosh! And then of course the socket almost gets stuck on there. See, I got the chain right there. The bolt's holding it. What's next? Number 5. Number 5 is, oh god. Number 5's over here. Intake side. And that one's pretty fucking. Oh, it's on there. It's not too rusty. By the way, I've had some PB Blaster on these things for a little over a week now. So I'm not going at it dry. And I know it's cold in here, but probably would have been easier if the motor was warmed up or something. But you know, he got this far, he can't warm up the motor, so that hurts. But I just wanted you to witness the struggle. And after that, I'm gonna take it and take it off. All right. Okay, I got all the bolts out. On these inner ones right here, I had some trouble getting the washer off, but you know, I can take them off. They're not going anywhere. There's just too much crud right in there that's like all around them, and they go right up into the corners. And the other side, I started to get up my little mallet, and they said you can bang on the fins lightly, but I'm just gonna show you. Whoa. I think it's loose. Let's see what happens. I don't know if this is a good view at all. Maybe right in here. Damn. It's probably just gonna fall right over. I want to see if I can just start to sucker right out. Nope. Yep. Oh god, here it comes. Come on. Oh yeah, the chain. The chain's probably making it a little hard to do. Alright, well now that I got it like this, that chain right there probably has lost all of its slack. And this, ooh, that's top dead center. Yeah, oh, that is greasy and oily. Oh my god. Yeah. I should recheck my instructions just to make sure that I didn't forget something. I got the cam chain tensioner off, took the exhausts off. I got the union off. I didn't mention that before. But this gasket is, let's see. I can push it down, because if that doesn't rip, I might just be able to reuse it. You know, put some seal on it. Yeah, it looks good. That gasket looks good. I think I can reuse it. Save myself like another $50. That one bolt's a little rusty. Oh boy. This one's rusty too. It's funny how not all of them are rusty. Some of them look great. And there's oil dripping down here. Brand new fresh oil. Fucking 1030 synthetic oil, because it was only like $10 at fucking AutoZone. So, okay. I'm gonna find a different solution for that chain. Probably shove another one of these. I got more of these bolts. Shove it through there. And take it off the rest of the way. Okay, pretty badass. I got it off. It was actually really surprisingly easy. Knowing what I've seen from guys farting around trying to get these things off, it's been tough. Might have been some of it because only one of the bolts, I think it was 13 and 14, stayed in like it was supposed to. It came right out. The front one, this is the intake one. I had some steel wire. It says to hang it off of the frame, but I still have my stuff on the frame, so I got it strung up there doubled on a bungee cord that I got just kind of loosely over there, so it's not too tight. Down in there, I want to take a peek. I've never seen inside where, let's see, I don't know how well that looks to you. Down in there, I don't know what it really connects to. I'm assuming it just, oh yeah, it's on, I think it's on a sprocket or something down there. It's obviously on a sprocket, but, so, they say to put a rag to stop things from falling in the cavity, but I'm already looking and trying to figure out what's wrong and what's going on. And yeah, I poured a little bit of oil into this head to try to get more compression out of it, just to make sure that the test was, you know, a reliable test. So that might be why it's like totally caked. And I don't know, maybe I won't be able to reuse this, I'm not sure. I can't tell if this is toasted or not. Around the outsides it's kind of toasty. I might just as well get a fucking new one. I don't think I'm gonna hone the block. I mean, doing that's not cool. It is dirty. I'm gonna have to clean it. But see a little, that right there I thought was the notch that I thought that the spark plug was making, but it just looks like all the gas that was going in there was just making crud come off. And that's, it's got, see those good, those cross hatches in there, that's good. This one's a little corroded, but I can still see some cross hatching in it. Ashing fucking in there. Let me crank it. See, Wait, if I crank it, that's gonna make the chain rotate. I gotta be careful it doesn't fucking drop in there. I'm gonna put this in there just to make sure that it doesn't fucking fall on me, cause I got it on there a little too tight. Oh man, alright, so where's my 17? 17, come on. You need the 17 so that you can rotate the crankshaft. Now top dead center. Oh, not a 17. It's fucking 19. The 19's in the book. I don't want my pages to close. Let's see what happens if I turn it just a little. Does it reef on the chain? Is it really 19? Okay. What? Is it gonna fuck up my... Alright, it's okay. So as that goes down, that's a great idea. It's probably good that I got the bungee cord on. It gives it a little slack. Really slowly. Okay. That's still good. Am I top dead center again? Oh, I don't know if it tells me when I'm top dead center on these ones. It just topped out, so that one looks pretty good. I saw a video of a guy, he cut these off because they were so rusted. These two are pretty rusted. That sucks. But that one looks really nice and clean. Now we can finally peep down in to the troublesome cylinder, and all the oil and crap is in there. Doesn't look terrible. I don't know, it might be okay. It's not scored. I mean, I don't have a lot of experience looking at this shit, but to me it doesn't look scored. Too fucked up. Oh, this is pieces of the gasket. Awesome. I know those are supposed to be there. Well, I don't really know what's going on until we fall over on vices. Yeah, I got a 1-car garage with 4 motorcycles in it. Fuck me. Whatever, I love it. Let's take a peek at this. Flip it upside down. Give it a little gander. Oil is gonna pour all over my bench.
I'm Marco Warman. You're with the world. Tomorrow is the
Feels like it weighs like 25 pounds.
got the world's roofers.
Oh boy.
2 years ago, roofing. You
Whew.
about that to get to people.
So,
Considering that deal in 2016 with the new political
I don't know.
a deal with it around the dinner table.
Right, you'll remember we had just elected Donald Trump. And some people
Got
were really stunned and had
a lot of deposit on these ones. These are the ones that were running good. That's the one, obviously, the one that wasn't running good. And when that valve right there is closed, oh, look at that. It's not closing all the way. So, I get a feeling, see, that's the intake. If that's what's happening, that's probably my issue. I'm gonna pause this and then make a quick post for comments and ask and see if that is. Hey guys, I'm making a really quick post. I got the valve head off, or whatever you want to call it, the top, and that cylinder looks okay. It's full of gas and oil because I did the compression test. It was full of gas before it, but now it's just got, yeah, it's oil. But it's not scored or freaking crazy. So now, oh jeez. Now, when I flipped it over, you know, the usual deposits. These were the 3 good running cylinders, and that's the shitty one. I want to ask you, is the indicator that it's the valve and not the piston that's the problem? Because you see right there, see how that one right there is closed all the way? Look at that one. That intake valve does not appear to be shut all the way. Tell me if you think that's it. Otherwise, I'm gonna go deeper and think it's pistons too. But if it's just the valve, if it's just that valve, I'll redo all these valves, put new seals on them, clean them all up, clean up this whole part of the head, and then move on and not touch the cylinders. Because I don't want to have to fucking try to squeeze pistons in there too. Unless you think it's a good opportunity to do rings, but rings are like 50 bucks a piece. And if I was going to do one, it would be the fourth one, and I would only do one. But I want to know your advice on it and see, because that seems like a pretty clear indicator, like with how these ones are all shut relatively well, and that one right there obviously has like almost a 2 millimeter gap. You see, but I can see right through it that it's not fucking closed. Alright,